Welcome grade 7 students! Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko, huwag mag-alala dahil dito mas padadaliin natin ang mga English lessons mo. Click like, comment, and subscribe at i-share mo na din sa iba pang tulad mong estudyante para mas marami pang estudyanteng tulad mo ang matuto. Hi grade 7 students! Today, let's talk about the social-cultural context in a short story, particularly in the short story We Filipinos Are Mild Drinkers by Alejandro R. Roces. For our learning competency, analyze a literary text as expression of individual or communal values within the social-cultural context. Sa video na ito, pag-aaralan natin kung ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng social-cultural context at paano ito ginagamit sa pagsulat ng kwento. So now, let us answer the question, what is social-cultural context? Social cultural context refers to the environment, social structures, and cultural influences that shape an individual's behavior, beliefs, values, and interactions within a particular society. Ibig sabihin, ang kontekstong social-cultural ay tumutukoy sa kapaligiran, mga estruktura ng lipunan, at mga impluensyang kultural na umuhubog sa kilos, paniniwala, pagpapahalaga, at pakikipag-ugnayan ng isang individual sa loob ng isang partikular na lipunan. If we are going to use social cultural context in analyzing a short story, it means that you have to look at a story or piece of writing and explain how it reflects the values or beliefs of a person or a group based on the culture and society they live in. You're trying to understand how the characters, themes, or events in the text show what's important to them and how their environment influences their choices and actions. Kailangan mong tignan ang isang kwento o sulatin at ipaliwanag kung paano nito ipinapakita ang mga pagpapahalaga o paniniwala ng isang tao o grupo batay sa kultura at lipunang kanilang kinabibilangan. Sinusubukan mong unawain kung paano ipinapakita ng mga tauhan, tema, o mga pangyayari sa teksto kung ano ang mahalaga sa kanila at kung paano nakakaimpluwensya ang kanilang kapaligiran sa kanilang mga desisyon at kilos. In what ways does the story We Filipinos Are Mild Drinkers reflect the social-cultural values, norms, and traditions of Filipino society? But before that, let us first try to familiarize ourselves about the author of this short story, who is Mr. Alejandro R. Roces. Alejandro R. Roces was a Filipino literary writer. He was born on July 13, 1924. He was a playwright, an essayist, and a short story writer. He was also a columnist at the Philippine Star, the Manila Times, and the Manila Chronicle. He was known for his short story, We Filipinos Are Mild Drinkers, a story about an American soldier in the Philippines who brags about his drinking habits but becomes overly drunk after drinking lambanog offered by a Filipino farmer. His other literary works are My Brother's Peculiar Chicken, a story which talks about two brothers who were arguing whether the chicken they caught was a hen or a rooster. Something to Crow About, the first Filipino zarzuela in English about a man named Kiko who earns a living by means of cockfighting, and Fiesta, a collection of essays about various Filipino festivals. Alejandro R. Rosas was conferred as National Artist for Literature in 2003. He died on May 23, 2011. The story We Filipinos Are Mild Drinkers by Alejandro Roces reflects various social-cultural values, norms, and traditions of Filipino society through its humor and portrayal of Filipino characters and their interactions. Here are some key aspects it reflects. Hospitality. Filipinos are known for their hospitality, especially towards guests or foreigners. In the story, the Filipino farmer welcomes the American soldier, offering food and drink even though it is different from what the soldier is used to. This act of hospitality, despite differences in taste and culture, emphasizes the Filipino tradition of being generous and accommodating. Kilala ang mga Pilipino sa kanilang pagiging magiliw sa panauhin, lalo na sa mga bisita o dayuhan. Sa kwento, tinanggap ng magsasakang Pilipino ang sundalong Amerikano. Inalok ito ng pagkain at inumin kahit na iba ito sa nakasanayan ng sundalo. Sa pagkilos na ito ng pagiging magiliw sa kabila ng pagkakaiba sa panlasa at kultura, ay binibigyan diin ang tradisyon ng mga Pilipino sa pagiging bukas palad at maasikaso. Social drinking as a communal experience. Drinking, particularly of locally produced alcohol like lambanog, is often a social activity in Filipino culture, meant to bring people together. In the story, drinking serves as a way for the Filipino and American characters to bond and communicate. This mirrors Filipino gatherings where sharing drinks is part of communal bonding, reinforcing social ties and camaraderie. Ang pag-inom, lalo na ng mga lokal na alak tulad ng lambanog, ay madalas na isang pangkomunidad na aktibidad sa kulturang Pilipino na naglalayong paglapitin ang mga tao. Sa kwento, ang pag-inom ay nagsisilbing paraan para magkabanding at magkausap ang mga Pilipino at Amerikanong tauhan. Ito ay sumasalamin sa mga pagtitipon ng mga Pilipino kung saan ang pagsasalo-salo sa inumin ay bahagi ng pagpapalakas ng ugnayan at pagkakaibigan. Respect for authority and foreigners. Filipinos traditionally show great respect for authority figures and foreigners, especially Americans, due to historical ties. In the story, even though the American soldier is somewhat arrogant in his promotion of whiskey, the Filipino farmer remains respectful, never directly challenging him. Instead, he uses a light-hearted approach to prove his point, a reflection of the Filipino value of maintaining harmony and avoiding direct confrontation. Karaniwang nagpapakita ng mataas na paggalang ang mga Pilipino sa mga awtoridad at sa mga dayuhan lalo na sa mga Amerikano dahil sa mga makasaysayang ugnayan. Sa kwento, kahit na mayabang ang sundalong Amerikano sa kanyang pagsulong ng whiskey, nanatiling magalang ang magsasakang Pilipino. Sa halip, ginamit niya ang magaan at mapagbiro na paraan upang ipakita ang kanyang punto na sumasalamin sa pagpapahalaga ng mga Pilipino sa pagpapanatili ng pagkakasundo at pag-iwas sa direktang komprontasyon. Gratitude and respect for nature. In traditional Filipino society, especially in rural areas, there is a strong sense of gratitude towards nature for providing life's essentials, such as food, shelter, and livelihood. The farmer's act of offering some of the drink to the earth symbolizes a deep respect for the environment, acknowledging its vital role in sustaining human life. This reflects the Filipino value of giving thanks not just to people but also to the land and natural resources. Sa tradisyonal na lipunang Pilipino, lalo na sa mga rural na lugar, mayroong malalim na pagpapasalamat sa kalikasan sa pagbibigay ng mga pangunahing pangangailangan sa buhay tulad ng pagkain, tirahan at kabuhayan. Ang pagkilos na magsasaka na mag-alay ng inumin sa lupa ay sumisimbolo ng malalim na paggalang sa kapaligiran bilang pagkilala sa mahalagang papel nito sa pagpapanatili ng buhay ng tao. Ito'y sumasalamin sa pagpapahalaga ng mga Pilipino sa pagbibigay ng pasasalamat hindi lamang sa kapwa-tao kundi pati na rin sa lupa at mga likas na yaman. In summary, we Filipinos are mild drinkers encapsulates Filipino socio-cultural values of hospitality, humility, humor, respect, and adaptability, all within the framework of a simple yet meaningful interaction. It celebrates Filipino identity through light-hearted humor and affirms the importance of maintaining cultural pride while being open and respectful towards others. I hope you learned something from our discussion today. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll get notified every time we have a new video. See ya!